I don't know, but...
No, you know what you need, Chantal? You need to get your butt out of the Middle East. You need to go back to Canada, and you need to start living a life that isn't just a big scam. I mean, this is silly. You're going to be 40 years old. You're out here, I mean, following some 29-year-old thinking that he's going to love you and marry you and make a life with you and whatever. Girl, come on. He laughs at you. He makes fun of you. I mean, why do you think you're over there with him? Because you guys are living it up? I mean, yeah, you really look like you're living it up. You really look like you're happy. What you need to do is you need to go back to Canada. You need to start putting in hard work. And you need to, if a relationship is really what you want, if that's your end game in life, I know it is for some people. If that's really what you want, someone to love you, someone to call you baby, someone to give you affirmations, whatever. I mean, slow steps. I mean, whatever. Get on the dating apps, work on yourself, get back to a point where you can walk for more than a minute without getting dizzy. I mean, that would, if I were that in that place, that would be my number one priority. Not who's going to call me baby when I put my head down at night. I mean, girl, come on. I mean, you're not going to be able to heal in this environment, let alone thrive. You're talking about energy. You're sitting here telling us how you're about to fall asleep.
So you're getting help. And you want to dunk on Chantel? And that's why I think Shannon and FFG's chemistry is so beautiful, because they're so similar. FFG has to be the hero. That's why she has to always dunk on Chantel with something. Like when she did the thing with BBJ, I stand on this. She did her big one. She did her big one with that one, especially with the way Chantel was running her mouth, talking about FFG's dogs and all. When I saw her pull that off, I said, leave it to Chantel to have me applaud FFG. I was pissed. I was like, oh, this was so good. She trolled the fuck out of you. Oh my God. So, just so we're clear, and you heard it here first. What happened with BBJ, rescuing BBJ? The BBJ rescue to FFG will be with the 89 LBs are to Amber. You will always hear about it for years to come. Always. That's never going to die. She did her big one. She had to make it public. And for those saying, oh, it's for the money, I think you guys forget, I've said this before, multiple things can be right at once. She did her big one and definitely helped BBJ, because at this point, I think almost anybody's better than Chantel. But yes, of course it was for the money. If it wasn't for the money, she wouldn't have made it public. Of course it was for the money. Are you kidding? The bitch held she shopped for BBJ's collar on stream. She shopped for a cat to get a Gucci collar for a cat. Of course it was for money. But I'm not going to take away the fact that, like, at least she got BBJ. But yes, it was for money. Yes, it was for content. Are you crazy? That is her 89 LBs, bitch. She is never letting that go. That will always be content in some way.
Isms. So, French fried girls should be worried because Chantal was threatening to sue again. Shadowed that she might have returned to Canada to handle some other business, and she would handle that while she was there. I would be terrified if I was French fried girl. So terrified. This is the woman who couldn't even make a vet appointment, and she's going to coordinate a multi-person lawsuit because she felt duped about her cat being given to somebody else. By her to somebody else. But she couldn't tell you who because the selfish bitch wouldn't even walk down the stairs to go say bye. She handed it to Pete's. Again, many reasons we can't follow through with our commitments. So, and Chantal doesn't have much tolerance for distress or discomfort. If something isn't exactly the way she wants to eat it, she's not going to eat it. If it's not the right temperature, she's not going to eat it. So you would think someone as large as her would be much more picky. But, or would be much less picky. But actually, some of the more morbidly obese people I know are rather picky about their food. And, like other folks who deal with addiction, can get pretty nasty if they don't get what they want. How many people think that they've probably fought about food a couple times already? I'm sure he was fine with her coming over, but she farted out a bunch of promises initially that she was I'm gonna go to the gym and lose weight, and it'll be great, and I'll be going to the beach, and we'll be travel beezing. If you're too fat for a plane, you gotta do something. because now you can't even get out of there in a hurry if you need to. There's no shame in buying 2 plane seats if you need them, but if you don't like that you need them, or that you're cutting it close to needing them, whose job is it to change the shape of Chantal's body? Yours? Mine? A pill? Some Ozempic? No, it comes down to Chantal and what she chooses to do. At this point, she's had more resources and opportunities and access to treatment over the years that most people don't give a shit how she feels, or that she probably can't handle all of her ADLs maybe on her own, because she was always such a nasty, self-centered person that her discomfort brings people pleasure. We've heard of Schadenfreude. You know, it's the same sort of thing. I don't
So we saw some boats pass by while we were hanging out by the riverside and decided after we were done hanging out by the river to see if we could find a dock and take a boat ride ourselves. On our way,
it was his hard-earned money to try to buy her food that would support her health. And then either she ordered it without him, or he came to reason of, look, I don't love you so much that $250 isn't worth risking your health to me. So if you really love me, Chantal, really, really love me, you'll go on there, eat yourself half to death, and give me the cash. So, I don't know. And she wants privacy. Okay. And where's your husband? Where's your husband? Where's your husband? Where's your husband? He's out with the boys. Thailand, from what I understand, has a very, very active sex scene. So, I'm sure he'll text you. But at any rate, this week we're going to... But she's sitting there, not a lot of people around, but it was the old eyes darting. Remember the outhouse? Or going for Burger King and then sitting in the parking lot, full face of makeup, looking all over the place to see who's looking and who's watching. She's out proud and doesn't care, but hawks like she's ashamed of what she's engaging in. So when she's sitting there with Sala eating, and there's people, you know, not a lot of people, because they go everywhere when it's closed. She's afraid of people, and they want to be able to film, and they're weird. They're weird. She likes getting attention, but standing out doesn't really, like, I think she probably feels like people are staring, because they are staring. It's a spectacle. She's 4 times the size of a normal woman. So I think people are going to stare. That shouldn't be unexpected. Is it rude? Is it cruel? I don't know. Bottom line, it shouldn't be unexpected. And to act shocked would be kind of stupid as well. You've read about it a little bit and saw it on TikTok. Please look better after yourself. Take better care of yourself. If not you, for your husband that you told us you loved so much. How much do you love him if you're willing to eat yourself to death because it's too difficult to try to get better beyond 36 hours? If you're not a 12-stepper, but the bondage of self. She's so obsessed with meeting her own wants and needs that she, to her inadvertently, steps on people and hurts people in that way. There's another side of Chantal that is a complete sociopath and pretty much doesn't care about feelings, doesn't know how to act. That's why we had the wedding cake and candles and she erupted like she was going to shit her pants, because she doesn't know what happiness feels like, so she doesn't demonstrate what it looks like. She doesn't know love. She doesn't know any of those feelings. And so with all this spinning in her head, her marriage on the line, her citizenship being up, she goes on a diet.
One, I'm pretty, okay? That has a lot, and I don't mean that to be conceited. I'm being very matter of fact. Being pretty gets you a lot of privilege. I'm just saying, you can get away with a lot if you're pretty. Number one, I'm pretty.
Okay, guys, so this is the trailer for Femme. It's been released in Europe, but it's out. It's a thriller, and I've seen it. It's a fantastic film. It is out in Spain, and it is out in the US on March the 22nd. So here is the trailer.
these high heels. Well, you can turn around if you're a fucking man. You're letting them win.
How you want to deal with that?
I think you're a nice looking lad. On your front. I'm a nice guy. If you disrespect me, fuck you up. I get that. Yeah, I'm the same. Oh, you know. You're a fucking big man. I best remember not to fuck with you then.
Hi guys, and welcome to Tailored Talk. So Amberlynn's just put her video up. I think this is going to go really, really high. She may get her first 100k in a really long time. And what is it called? It's over. It's already done. I don't know. But I'm assuming that she's obviously broken up with Tommy. I don't think it's true. First of all, guys, I want to talk about how different and how old Amberlynn looks without makeup on. I mean, to me, she looks like a 40-something year old grandmother. She looks like a 40-something-year-old woman that's had a lot of kids. You know, she looks closer to her mother's age. It's really crazy how old she looks without makeup on. I'll install like a TikTok pic of her with makeup on because she looks so different. She looks really haggard, really tired, and really old. It's quite startling. Okay, guys, let's play the video. It's like 6 minutes. This is just a short one, so let's get to it.
Hi guys, I look like crap because I feel like crap. I really don't even know what to say, but like, you guys don't know the full story at all, and I think that's like the hardest part of this whole thing.
Literally, the farms have put up like Tommy's story, really, her feeder lifestyle. That's what they've put up. And like, don't you think it's suspect, Amber, that this woman has multiple names for herself? All these Willow, Tommy, she's probably got different aliases for herself and just like christens herself different names depending on who she's with. Don't you think that's weird? I mean, Amber, your personalities change, but your name doesn't change. Like, you're Amberlynn wherever you are. But Tommy has got like several different names for different people. Don't you think that's weird?
Thing is like, there is a big part of this story missing, but I'm never going to sit there and talk about.
Well, then why mention it then? Why mention it if you're never going to talk about
other people's personal things? Because that's not.
Yeah, again, the same woman that blamed Becky for cancer, the same woman that tried to expose Destiny's brother for substance abuse. You know, next you'll be exposing Wifey next. Also, she did expose Wifey. She doxed her. That's how people found her.
That's not me. That's not who I am.
Yeah, that is who you are, but you just can't afford to do it right now.
Because of this, me and now my ex, we're not together anymore, and this has left her like debilitated.
I'm sure not as debilitated as her ex-girlfriends that she's fattened up.
Like literally, like her mental health has gone down so much. Like, she's literally one of the greatest people.
After a month, Amber, you don't know this woman. She is a complete stranger.
And it's like, to see people say things that are not true at all, like, it's not surprising. That's literally what people do. That's what they've done my whole.
Amber, you didn't have to put her on your TikTok and Insta. You could have kept her secret for a little longer, you know? Nobody forced you to put her on the internet. Just remember that.
Freaking YouTube career. And for these people to act like they care about me now, yes, I know there are thousands of you who love me and support me and want to see.
You, in your last video, you literally said that you got so much support from your fans about you and Tommy. So it's not crazy that you'll get people, that your babies are concerned.
See me happy, and I appreciate those messages. Like, you guys have no idea, like, I feel it. But all of these people who act like they care about me and they're worried about me, bull. Like, you guys have never wanted to see me happy.
Doesn't she sound like a teenager arguing with her parents? You've always hated me. I've never been your favorite child. You have never wanted to see me happy. You have never wanted to see me successful. Oh my God. Like, yeah, she sounds like one of those.
There are so many of you who love to see me miserable, and you're getting that. You won again.
Except I don't think you're truly miserable, though. I think this is a performance for Tommy's benefit, because we all know she's watching this.
You literally won again. What's happening is not okay. Like, it's not. And this is the very fucking reason.
But Amber, the way that you treated Becky was not okay. The way that you film your exes without your consent is not okay. Like, the way you made Becky pick between you and her mother, that wasn't okay. The way that you chased after Destiny with Mountain Dew was not okay. There's a lot of stuff that is not okay. But you're not an innocent victim. You're just not.
Why I don't want to show people in my videos. It has nothing to do with me and everything to do with so many of you. I am talking to a big part of you, but I'm not talking to all of you. So I need that to be like fully known. Like, I know there are a lot of people who love and support me. Like, I know that. But like right now, that is not being heard as much as I feel it. What is really being heard is like, y'all are ruining someone's life who does not deserve it.
Madam, she put this stuff online. Ruining whose life? Ruining whose life? Tommy ruined her ex's life. Tommy belonged to like a feeder fetish group. Like, she put all that stuff online. I mean, she knew that this was going to get found out. Can we stop acting like this woman's life has ended? She knew what was coming. Tommy knew what was coming. I have no sympathy for Tommy whatsoever. If you don't like the heat, you never should have came public with Amberlynn. You should have waited. You know how this goes. You know how the internet goes. You belong to an internet feeder group. Come on now.
Like, it is freaking crazy what is happening right now. You guys have interfered with my life in a way that, like, it makes me want to just fucking disappear. You guys have no idea. Like, if you guys knew the full story, you'd be like, oh, wait a minute. But you...
Well, the thing is, you're not going to negate or rebuke the full story. You're not going to tell us the full story. So people can only work with what you give them, Amber. They can only work with the information that's in front of them. And your girl was part of a feeder fan club. She was a feeder. Her ex-girlfriend was a feedee. And she basically fed her girlfriend into a coffin. Like, that's the truth. That's not something that your enemies just pulled out of their asses. That's the truth.
Don't, and you'll never know. But like, to find out all this fucking shit and then make your own narrative with it and say that I...
No, how can you make your own narrative when we're reading Tommy's Facebook posts and Tommy's forum posts? Literally, there were pictures of her with her ex in the hospital. Like, this is not made up. So, like...
I'm in danger? You guys have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, we do. These fake tears, I'm just not buying either. Amber, get to the acting classes, because these fake tears aren't doing
This
it.
has pushed me away, completely pushed me away. I don't think I'll be the same for a long time.
Yeah, you said that about the breakup with Becky, and then within 3 weeks, you were chatting to wifey. So I don't think so.
Like, truly a long time, because I had a future planned, and I was happy.
You had a future planned with a girl that you've been talking online with for a month, whose girlfriend passed away 2 months before from morbid obesity. But please connect the dots.
I was so fucking happy.
And I don't mean the dots on your dress, but like connect the dots that the internet are giving you.
And so loved. And now we aren't together anymore because, like, her mental health comes first and her safety comes first. I should have known. So
Nobody's threatening this woman's safety. If anything, Tommy's a danger to society. What are you talking about, girl?
I'm like, this was gonna happen because 9 times out of 10, people make the smallest thing that I do or say or whatever it may be into like a fucking huge thing. Like, I should have known. Like, I should have known. I shouldn't have ever shared her. I shouldn't have done it. But we were so fucking happy and in love and on cloud 9. Like, literally, like, I've never felt so loved before. And to have that
It's the same shit with Amber on a different day.
taken from me because of people who actually hate me and that actually want to see me miserable, they don't care. Like, they don't care.
But even if they don't like you, they did pull up receipts. They pulled up the truth, right? They weren't lies. There were pictures of Tommy at her ex's funeral. This is real life, Amber. They pulled up Tommy's real life. Nobody lied here. Nobody lied just to piss you off. It's not the internet's fault that Tommy lied to you, that Tommy didn't tell you the truth. I mean, but obviously she wasn't going to tell you the truth, but...
It's all just for fucking show and for drama. And
No, I do actually think that people are concerned about you. Even people on the farms were saying that they were concerned about you, and that if you got with this girl, you'd go down a really, really dark, bed-bound, bedpan path. Like, even the farms was literally concerned about you. They were.
people monetizing and making money, like, it's not fair. But I hope that these people are happy because not only did they ruin my...
Amber, if it makes you feel any better, I'm not monetized, so I don't make a penny, a dime, a rupee. I don't make anything from this. I'm doing this for free, girl.
My life, but they're ruining someone else's life, and her mental health is not good right now, and
Bullshit.
neither am I. Like, I'm literally, like, look at me. Like, I just
Well,
am
Amber, you look like this every day. Stop,
a
girl.
fucking mess. Like,
Look at me. So you've got no makeup on and you look a little rough. That's the same thing every morning. Stop it.
everything right now feels heavy and scary, and it's just not okay. Like, I regret so badly ever sharing her. I know people are gonna watch this and just not give a fuck. They're just gonna roll their eyes and just not care. I feel like my words don't matter to a lot of people, or the way that I feel. They never have mattered. People watch me to just laugh at me and to hate me, and I'm realizing, like, people just want to ruin my life, and it worked.
This is so dramatic, but look at all the stuff that you've done to Becky. Didn't you? You've literally tried to ruin that girl's life. Come on now. You literally, you used her, you treated her like garbage. After she left you, you were so bitter after she left you. And then, you said a lot of stuff about her after she left, then blamed her for your cancer scare. Then when, all the money and stuff that, like, shit you owed her for taking care of you, you basically rendered her broke. You know, you put her through a lot.
So, people literally just don't think before they post. They're fucking just hungry for the next drama, the next.
Well, Amber, you'd know all about hunger, and let's not pretend like you don't deliberately lie for hits and clicks. Like you're the troll queen. You've said so yourself. Like, come on.
Next thing to make me look.
You're gonna sit there with crocodile tears when you troll about weight loss all the time. You know, you make up lies about your girlfriends all the time. You've lied about wifey constantly and said that they would one like two people when they weren't. You've said you've broken up with people when you haven't. You know what I mean? You've made up a lot of lies about your family, a lot of lies about your childhood, and you're gonna sit there and look down at others for being sensational. Girl, your whole life has been sensationalized because of your lies. So you're not any better. You are not any better.
Bad, or to make someone I love look bad, like that's just what they're waiting for. And when they thought they found that, they turned it into something way bigger than what it really is. And you guys, again, do not know the full story. And it's sad, but you never will. I really don't know what else to say. Besides, I kind of just feel defeated and hopeless. And I'm absolutely heartbroken. Like, it's just the worst feeling
I don't believe you. The fake tears are doing nothing for
in the world. To go from being so fucking happy and like so sure of my feelings and my future, to have that just ripped away from me over something that I didn't even do. Like, that's like the hardest part.
Guys, well, that ended quick. Guys, I don't believe she's really broken up with her. I feel like what she's going to do is the same thing that she did with Wifey. Say that they're broken up, wait until, like, the internet has died down, and then get back with her, and then say that she's met someone else. I don't think they're truly over. Amber's just playing games again. Okay, guys, that's the end of the video. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think she's done with Tommy for good? Or do you think that Tommy still has her feeder claws into Amberlynn's fupper? If she's done with Amber, she could try Foodie, couldn't she? When she's back in Canada. Okay, guys, that's the end of the video. If you're still here, thank you for watching. Thanks for listening. I'll see you in the next one.